A 3-day training on media and information literacy for 30 communication officers from various youth groups and organizations has begun at the National Youth Council Hall in Kanifing Municipality. The training is funded by UNESCO with support from UN Peace Building Fund and aims at strengthening the capacity of youth communicators to promote ethical reporting, responsible information consumption, and to counter hate speech and misinformation. This training forms part of a series of capacity building initiatives being implemented by UNESCO to enhance media literacy and peace building efforts among young people. The event was chaired by Omar Bah, Peace, Justice and Security Officer at the National Youth Council. Speaking at the opening of the training, Mohammed M.S. Bah, a media and information literacy consultant, emphasized the importance of identifying credible information, understanding misinformation, and addressing the dangers of hate speech. He is facilitating key sessions throughout the training.
Media and information literacy. It is very key. Someone can go to the university, you have your doctorate degree, and you are not a media literate. And now in this world, there is an information overload. Everyone has a smartphone. Everyone here has a smartphone. And then we receive tons and tons and tons and tons of information, including even the cars that the cars, the normal cars like car amna car amut, is there. And I know recently the famous cars everyone knows. So it's the information system, it's the reality of the world. Whether that information that you're consuming, whether it is true or not, how do you assess that information is very key. And then how do you not only assess, but also if you educate yourself in that information, what to choose, what not to choose. But how are you going to help society to know the rightful information and the wrong information? Because whatever society does, it depends on the information. We feed on information.
Sana Kamara, a veteran journalist, is also among the facilitators, bringing practical media experience and professional insights to the discussions. In his opening remarks, Alhaji Jaju, the executive director of the National Youth Council, warned that the rise of artificial intelligence and unrestricted access to social media platforms have significantly increased the spread of hate speech and false information, urging participants to remain vigilant, especially ahead of the 2026 presidential election.
There are what we call triggers of conflict or triggers of war, whatsoever you might call it. In the Gambia, we've highlighted a few issues around land or our resources that we have that could be possible triggers of conflict. But again, the media, hate speech, probably could be the quickest trigger of conflict nowadays. And especially with the advent of AI, it is now becoming increasingly difficult to identify what is right and what is wrong online, because AI has just taken it to another level altogether. So it is becoming difficult, using people's images, using their voices, and sending a message. And if you're not careful, you think it's exactly the person that is speaking, when actually that is not actually the case.
He expressed hope that participants will make effective use of the training to promote peace, media responsibility, and positive engagement within their communities. The training runs from 16 to 18 December 2025 and focuses on mainstreaming media and information literacy in programs and projects as a tool for peace building. Binta S. Jao, Bessel Media.